Hey friends, welcome back. During our last project, the skateboard salvage project, we took on making a hardwood deck. We had this beautiful piece of chestnut. We used a jigsaw to rough out the perimeter. We used a little box plane to radius the edges of our piece of material. And we got into how to finish the surface using abrasives. And so I thought that why not build on that experience and take our woodworking experience to the next level. Over the course of this series, we're going to take a deep dive into not just looking at the wide range of hand tools that are available for carving wood, but we're also going to really look at the fundamental structure of the material so that we understand how we're able to take these tools and make them an extension of our bodies and apply them in a way that is sensitive to the structure and the mechanical behavioral characteristics of wood. So, as I mentioned before, we're going to cover everything from tools like this adze, which is used for timber framing, this hatchet, which is also used for rough hewing beams and other structural elements. We're going to look at the effective use of draw knives for smoothing surfaces. And we're going to take a look at all the different options that are available in terms of what we generically refer to as chisels, but we're going to look at the function of these different types of chisels, which include some specialty items that I have here, like these gorgeous orthopedic bone chisels, which are excellent for woodworking. Gouges, which are excellent for not just the rapid removal of material, but also for creating patterns or textures on the surface of our material. We're going to talk a little bit about chisel sets that you can buy online and what the pros and cons of buying individual chisels, and that are, like many of these came from flea markets that I cleaned up and resharpened, as opposed to buying complete or new sets of chisels that provide you with a range of different possibilities for carving. And we're also going to look at the different types of carving knives or whittling knives that can be used for smaller scale projects. So the technical aspect of accomplishing this is just one of the goals that I want to achieve with you as we work through this series. But ultimately, I want to try to find a way to help you understand a concept that's been very important to my creative practice, and that is the notion of flow. And flow is a psychological state that our mind can enter into that can optimize experience in a way that that allows you to be both completely present and fully immersed in the work that you're doing. So we're going to go into a little bit of detail about understanding this concept of flow and understanding how we can apply that to a practice with very specific outcomes, like a project, or just for the simple act of something like whittling, which may well have no other objective than the freeing of your mind while your hands are occupied. So I look forward to working with you guys on this project, and I've got a whole bunch of materials that I've gathered up We had a storm that blew through here last month, so we've got some logs to work with, we've got some limbs to work with, and we've got lots of possibilities to learn. So thanks again for participating in these projects, and I look forward to seeing how this series unfolds over the course of the coming weeks.